Yeah. We'll talk.
We will call to order the regular board meeting of the Chicago Board of Election Commissioners. Good morning. My name is Maricel Hernandez, and with me today is Commissioner Laura Kotelman
Present.
and Commissioner June Brown.
Present.
Next item on the agenda is the consideration of the agenda. Are there any proposed changes? If not, we will proceed with the approval of the regular board meeting minutes of March 10th, 2026. Do we have a motion to approve?
Commissioner Kotelman moves.
Seconded by Commissioner Brown.
Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, please state aye.
Commissioner Kotelman votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Now we will hear from our Executive Director, Sandra Spera.
Good morning, and thank you, Madam Chair, Commissioner Brown, and Commissioner Kotelman. I attended the Chicago AI Elections Boot Camp along with the Assistant Executive Director and staff at the University of Chicago, Harris School of Public Policy on May 6th. The seminar focused on how AI tools and technology can support election administration. The information shared at the event will help guide the development of the future AI policy for the organization. I conducted an all-staff meeting on May 5th to review organizational updates, priorities, and ongoing initiatives. Phil Schmidt has joined as a new representative for Liberty Vote. We look forward to providing organizational background and strengthening collaboration moving forward. I am planning to invite Mr. Schmidt to our next staff meeting to introduce him to our staff and provide him with background on our projects here. This meeting will be held on June 3rd. A walkthrough at the super site is scheduled for Thursday, May 14th, in preparations for the school board filings next week. The first day of filing is Monday, May 18th, 9 a.m. School filing information is available at our website on the 6th floor, 8th floor, and at the building's entrance. Signage at the super site will be posted by the end of this week. And that concludes my report.
Any questions? No. Thank you, Sandra. And now we'll hear from our Assistant Executive Director, Mary Beth Caruso. Good morning, Mary Beth.
Good morning. So I continue to work with the city. They finally approved the HR manager position, so we can start posting that. They also approved the Director of Public Affairs position, the Vice Mundy and the Vice Gomez positions along with the other two. So we'll start posting that the end of this week or the beginning of next week. I will send out to everybody the job descriptions, job postings, in case anybody wants to pass that along to somebody that is qualified and is interested. That's all I have to report. Thank you.
Okay. Anything? Okay. And now we will proceed then to old business, infrastructure projects and changes in election administration, including electronic poll books and voting equipment. Anything new there?
No changes.
Okay. Legislation, Mr. Lasker.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning, Commissioners. We did just receive an updated report from Leda. We're entering the final 3 weeks of the spring session. Only 80 bills are still active in any way. They're focused mainly on budgetary initiatives. What he's anticipating, Mr. Leda's anticipating, is that anything unrelated to the budget will come up in the final days of the session, so we're just kind of monitoring, continuing to monitor.
Okay, great, thank you. Now we will start with new business. We first have a lease agreement with Pitney Bowes for mailroom systems and equipment. Carolina, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Purchasing has reviewed and recommends your consideration to enter into a 48-month lease agreement directly with Pitney Bowes for a Central Mail Center 3000 and a Martin Yale 2051 paper folder, which will be used for the upcoming 2026 and 2027 elections. Currently, the board is on a month-to-month agreement for 2 different contracts, which includes outdated equipment. The new lease agreement will consolidate our expired contracts and will upgrade our equipment to the current models. Pricing for this lease is based on Sourcewell Master Agreement number 070125-PIT. The proposed 48-month lease agreement is as follows. So it would be a monthly amount of $2,721.32, which would be billed quarterly at $8,163.96, and the total expenditure amount would be $130,623.36. Please consider granting approval for a new lease agreement with Pitney Bowes in an amount not to exceed $130,623.36.
So by getting these upgraded equipment?
Yes.
Are we going to be able to do something more in-house, or?
Yes, we do a lot in-house, and unfortunately, as I mentioned, the equipment is very outdated. The contract actually expired early last year, and poor Sean has been having to call in a lot of maintenance requests, so we're desperately in need of upgraded equipment. But any specifics about what we do in-house, Sean would be happy to answer.
Well, I just wanted to make sure we all understood. So thank you very much. Are there any further questions?
No, I'm good.
Everybody's good? Okay. Is there a motion to approve an equipment lease and hardware maintenance and support agreement with Pitney Bowes at a cost not to exceed $130,623.36 over the 48-month term of the agreement beginning July 1st, 2026 and continuing through June 30th, 2030?
So moved by Commissioner Brown.
Seconded by Commissioner Kotelman.
Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, please state aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
Commissioner Kotelman votes aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Next, we have a contract extension with Runbeck Election Services LLC for voter canvas printing and mailing for the 2026 and 2027 elections. Carolina?
The Procurement Office is requesting your consideration and approval to extend our current contract with Runbeck Election Services LLC to fulfill the board's voter canvas mailing and second notice for the upcoming 2026 and 2027 elections. The board previously issued an IFB that was competitively bid. The award selection was based off the comparative total cost meeting the lowest bidder's requirements. A contract was awarded to Runbeck. The board was very satisfied with the services provided as they demonstrated their ability to perform this project successfully. The Procurement Office is requesting to extend the terms of our current agreement with Runbeck for a durational term expiring at the conclusion of the 2027 elections in the amount not to exceed $210,651. It's an estimated cost of $70,217 per election. In a cost-saving effort, the board will continue to utilize our nonprofit permit for this project.
Okay. Any questions? If not, is there a motion to extend the board's agreement with Runbeck Election Services LLC for printing and mailing services for the next 3 elections with expenditures not to exceed $210,651 over the extended term of the agreement beginning on July 7, 2026 and including and through April 6, 2027?
Commissioner Kotelman moves.
Seconded by Commissioner Brown.
Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, please state aye.
Commissioner Kotelman votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
Motion passes. Now we have a contract renewal and amendment with J&Q. It's a Direct Marketing Solutions, but also known as J&Q for ballot printing for the 2026 and 2027 elections. Carolina?
The Procurement Office is requesting your consideration and approval to renew and amend our current contract with Johnson & Quinn, Inc. The board previously issued an IFB for ballot printing for the 2026 elections. The IFB was competitively bid, and the award selection was based off comparative total cost meeting the lowest bidder's requirements. A contract was awarded to Johnson & Quinn. Johnson & Quinn has a long-standing relationship with the board and has continuously demonstrated their ability to perform projects successfully, including ballot printing for previous elections and our voter canvas. The board has been very satisfied with their services. Due to anticipated increases in the cost of paper, the board approved purchasing ballot paper for the 2026 and 2027 elections. As a result, purchasing is requesting additional funding for this project to fulfill ballot printing for the upcoming 2026 and 2027 elections in an amount not to exceed $1,384,379.33. Please
Wait.
consider approving a contract renewal and amendment for the IFB ballot printing for the 2026 and 2027 elections in a dollar amount not to exceed $1,384,379, or, sorry, $1,384,379, $1,384,379.33.
That's the increase, right?
Correct,
But
Madam
the
Chair.
Yeah,
total
but
amount-
it's bringing our expenditure cap to $2,545,459.33.
Okay. Thank
Sorry.
you. No problem. Thank you. Lots of numbers
Lots
there.
of numbers, yes.
We did have Direct Marketing Solutions on our agenda, but it's the same company as J&Q, Johnson and Quinn.
Johnson and Quinn, excuse me, is the longtime provider. They have the IFB contract. They were recently purchased, but they have informed us that the corporate structure, corporate entity of Johnson and Quinn remains, and that is the entity, although they're under different ownership, that is still a legal entity performing the services.
It's the same entity?
Correct.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions? If not, no. Is there a motion to extend and amend the board's contract with Johnson and Quinn to include ballot printing services for the 2026 and 2027 elections with total compensation not to exceed $2,545,459.33 over the extended term of the agreement, which shall expire on November 30th, 2027?
So moved by Commissioner Brown.
Seconded by Commissioner Kotelman.
Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, please state aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
Commissioner Kotelman votes aye.
Motion passes. Next item on the agenda is a professional services agreement with Jane Ignacio for graphic design services. And this is Mrs. Farah.
Yes, board staff is requesting to renew Jane Ignacio's contract. She has done a lot of, provided us with a lot of documents, and staff is very pleased to have Jane still on board, if approved by the board. I have Clint Hurd, who will be presenting also. I know when I was in that department, Jane Ignacio provided us with a lot of the graphic design, for a lot of documents, envelopes. But if Clint, if you want to add a little bit more.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jane has been with the board and has done work for the board for as long as I can remember. I can say at least 15 to 20 years. She has done excellently, longer than that. Yeah, that's what she has done excellent work for us, timely. She's very responsive. She comes up with ideas on top of our ideas, and like signage at the super site and other locations. So we very much like to have her back.
Okay, great. Right. Any questions? If not, I will proceed with the motion. Is there a motion to approve a professional services agreement with Jane Ignacio for professional graphic design and artistic services at the rate of $95 per hour, not to exceed $100,000, over the term of the agreement, which shall commence on May 12, 2026, and continue through May 11, 2027?
Commissioner Kotelman moves.
Seconded by Commissioner Brown.
Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, please state aye.
Commissioner Kotelman votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Next item is a legal services agreement with Joan T. Agnew.
Thank you.
Mrs. Farah and Mr. Lasper, whichever one.
Yeah, Joan provides a lot of legal advice to myself, to the staff when needed. I'm very happy, satisfied with her services. And if you could just if it's okay for the board to renew her contract, really appreciate that.
We just barely won an arm wrestling
Oh.
contest, and so she's agreed to stay. I want to point out that at least in the time I've been with the board, like, we have not heard a single blip on the radar about FOIA. And Joan, as the FOIA officer, I mean, not a blip has come up. Her experience with employment law is valuable for a general counsel like myself who doesn't have that kind of a background. And her knowledge, just her history with the board and knowledge of how things used to be and how they should move forward are really invaluable. So I do appreciate your consideration of a year with Joan.
Thank you. Any questions? If there's none, is there a motion to approve the legal services agreement with Joan Agnew at the rate of $295 per hour with a durational term that shall commence on June 1st, 2026 and continue through May 31st, 2027?
So moved by Commissioner Brown.
Seconded by Commissioner Kotelman.
Properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, please state aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
Commissioner Kotelman votes aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Do we have a legal report today, Mr. Lasker?
A short one, thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, as a reminder, we're going to have some electoral board hearings beginning in June for the school board candidates and also for any independent candidates or new political party candidates who might file. Certainly, we're going to see a lot of school board candidates. We don't know how many objections. So June 9th, we have a regular board meeting scheduled. That will also be the day we'll have the electoral board convene to adopt the rules. I believe that the State Board of Elections might be doing their cattle call of cases that day, so we might not actually call our cases till the following day.
Okay.
But that's fine because the electoral board will have convened, adopted its rules, and appointed the hearing officers. As a reminder, too, we have current contracts with all of the hearing officers from the March election. We've got it continuing through this cycle. This afternoon, we have a hearing in the pending election contest that was previously filed in the First Judicial Sub-Circuit. As a reminder, that was filed originally as a requirement to meet the 10-day deadline after proclamation. We have since completed the discovery recount. I have not heard any reports of major concerns from that. It seems to have gone all right. So this afternoon in the court hearing, we'll learn more about whether that petitioning candidate intends to move forward. They have to plead with specificity, so the next thing that would happen would be an amendment to the complaint. And they would have to put us on notice in the complaint about the specific factual allegations, not just of irregularities, but that would amount to overturning the 70-vote margin in the complaint results. So, as for now, that's my legal report. Unless there are any questions?
Any questions? No? Thank you, Mr. Lasker.
Thank you.
We have no financial report today. Do we have any public comment? I do not see any requests for public comment. Do we need executive session today, Mr. Lasker?
No, thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, and so then that leads us to only one thing. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Commissioner Kotelman moves.
Seconded by Commissioner Brown.
We have a motion. All those in favor, please state aye.
Commissioner Kotelman votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
Motion passes, and we're adjourned. Thank you so much.
Thank you.